just lay down and die. I guess hell might freeze and pigs might fly. Where you're disabled, you're shirker, you're 0 hours worker. You go buy your trash. Where the victims you blame who got fucked by the banks, you save with our cash.
And we're here to say that austerity isn't working. It is dividing our country. It is punishing the poor. We're here to say that it wasn't people on job seekers allowance who brought down the banks.
We have members today in the National Gallery approaching their 40th day of strike action against privatisation. Now they're on this march. If you support the strikers and are against privatisation, shout their heads up as loud as you can.
So many people here. I'm not going to take up much of your time, but I do want to talk to two specific groups today. The first is those economists, academics, journalists, lawyers, public figures, celebrities, artists who consider themselves progressive. We need to stop genre-defining our politics and harking back to old ideologies and start talking about the future of government, the future of democracy, our children's future. How we can be innovative in our thinking, how we can captivate the attention of the disengaged demographics, how we can re-engage those at the most disaffected, desperate fringes of society, many of whom were convinced to vote for a new age fascist party by chicken-licking trickery from an ale-swilling pinstripe Enoch Powell.
I've been a successful solution to a resistance.
First of all, demonstrations are very important. They're part of our political process. And I say thank you to each and every one of us that's come here today to say it is possible to have a different world.
They seem to believe that the reason Labour lost the election was that they weren't pro-business enough. That seems to be the reason they lost. Maybe that's the case. The place they lost most of all, and most heavily of course, was in Scotland. Maybe that's what happened. Labour went round to the Council estates of Glasgow, and all the people in the Council estate said, I'm not voting for you because you are promising to abolish the non-dom tax evaders, and I've got 10 of them living in here. They're all of them want to set up a business and channel their money through the White account into the Cayman Islands. We're not voting for you. That presumably is the reason they lost their votes in Scotland.
Like most of us here, I feel inspired to see people in this square in such incredible numbers after the results of the general election. I think like most of you here, I felt crushing disappointment on the morning after the election. Unlike many of you, I felt personally to blame for it. For a broken country. So it's inspiring again to hear today people that are participating in politics in a more conventional way like Caroline, people that are new to the conversation like Charlotte Church, people like Mark who've been bearing the flag for years and years and years, inspiring comedians and entertainers to participate in this conversation. My personal feelings about this movement are very, very deep. Without a welfare state, I wouldn't have been educated. Without a welfare state, I wouldn't have had anywhere to live. Without a welfare state, my mum would have died of cancer several times. I am personally a product of the welfare state, not least because I signed on for 8 years while I learned to be a comedian. So I'm somewhat grateful for it. What I feel like now, and what Mark articulated so beautifully, is that it's really very hard for the people that are here today, for all of us who feel moved to come here for the same reason, for the same sense of loss, for the same sense of alienation, to have our voices heard in this.